Hello and welcome to Playbook TV. My name is Leslie Williams, and as always, I am your host. This week we will be focusing on something a little bit different. We are going to be creating an icon in Sketch, and we will export that icon to After Effects and animate it. So we'll be exporting the icon using a plugin, a Sketch plugin called Sketch2AE. I'll put the link in the description below. Sketch2AE is a very handy tool for exporting shape paths, basically vectory stuff from Sketch to After Effects. I think they use some JSON magic. If you're like into developing and programming, JSON is something that you'll be familiar with. But so they just use some JSON and some JavaScript magic, and voila, what do you know? You're able to literally copy things straight from Sketch and then import them directly into After Effects. And I just think it is wonderful. It is marvelous. Like and it's not just it just doesn't end there. I think that with this you'll be able to like create icons and then export to After Effects with Sketch2AE, and then you create your animations. Then using plugins like Lottie, you'll be able to create you'll be able to export those animations from After Effects to Xcode, to Android Studio, to React Native that you can use on the web. So just imagine the possibilities, the amount of animation. It just opens up a new box of really amazing stuff that you can do. And I honestly, my only drawback in life is that I can't program, and it's just it's just like really discouraging. But I think that if you actually have an opportunity, or I don't even know, don't even wait for an opportunity, wait for an excuse to use this software. Do not hesitate. Design in Sketch, export to After Effects, and animate the living shit out of it, man. You don't even wait for an excuse, just run with it. So I'm supposed to play you music, right? Oh yeah. I'm testing my new mic. Now you'll notice that it's a lot cooler than, clearly it's a lot cooler than the PC mic. But it's really nice, really nice. I like it. So just so we're clear, or just so you might have noticed, I'm clearly not talking while this is just like a voice overlay. I'm just overlaying my voice on this, but and I would have preferred if you guys actually just got to focus on the art of it as I actually work. But I received some what I call them complaints, some commentary about people saying, "Oh, Leslie, you don't talk much in your tutorials. How would I follow you? Blah 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 blah." Yeah, there's a reason for that. First of all, you might notice my voice sucks. Ha, really, like majorly sucks, and I have to cover that with music, and it so happens that I pride myself in my great choices of music. So there is that stuff that you can enjoy, good music, and I know that music actually helps with the learning process. I totally love that. So, but I have a mic now and I can talk, freely. The audio is nice, lovely. And I can share my thoughts even as I go. So no harm done. Everything's fine. So let me talk about the icon creation process. So if you've been following so far, you'll notice that everything that is happening here is literally just being done using basic shapes and just lines, and creating lines or creating the parts, that's line parts in Sketch, is it's I won't say it's a lot better than what you have in Illustrator, but it's something I believe that you can get around if you can get over the first hurdles of it. It's pretty easy and it's pretty straightforward. I believe that once you actually get the hang of it, it should be relatively easy. So it also boils down to your understanding of how things are created. So you have to take a look at try to mentally deconstruct. Disconstruct. Sorry. So try to mentally Why am I saying this? Try to mentally deconstruct things. Look at how things are made. Try to break it down in your mind. I'm pretty sure if you look at some complex shapes, you'll be able to see that they're nothing more than an orchestra, a beautifully laid out orchestra of really simple shapes. So you in order for you to actually create really complex stuff, just take a look at it and try to mentally break it down to its smaller components, and you'll find out that these things are a lot more easy to create once you just sat down and just broken it down mentally. So in this case, I am able to recreate these icons because I have some understanding of how these things work. So in this case, I know, okay, fine, I need some lines, I need some curved parts, I need some shapes that I have to break down. So moving around with that understanding lets you create things a lot faster. Lets you create things a lot faster, and it lets you get things done quicker. So in a few moments we will be switching over to After Effects to do the actual animation. So while I may not exactly show you the basics, I think you probably need to have a bit of some knowledge of After Effects to actually know some of what I'm doing. But I think that what I do for this particular process is pretty basic. So it's not complex, it's not anything you should be scared of. If you follow me movement for movement, you'll be able to catch up, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing and replicate it. And who knows, it might even let you finally dive into After Effects on a more permanent basis. So I find myself having a few seconds before we dive into After Effects. So just a little bit more and we will be done with the sketch part of it. And yeah, just reordering some layers and making sure everything is consistent with the original artwork. But sometimes you might come across times when you have problems with bending points in either Illustrator or in After Effects. The edges around points begin to act around points or parts. They begin to act funny, and I myself, I don't really have an answer for that. So sometimes I use walkthroughs, sometimes I use walkarounds. And so at this point, you save it, and you can now pick up your plugin. If you've installed it, you can get it from the plugins menu in Sketch. You should also have the plugin installed in After Effects as well. So you come to After Effects, you create a new composition, and then put on the flood layer, and then load up the plugin. So there are two options. The first option will allow you copy and paste directly from Sketch. The second option will allow you to load up an entire Sketch file into After Effects, both of which are fine. We are working on the first option that allows us to copy stuff from Sketch and then just run with it. So what am I doing here? So what I try to do right now is I try to reorient everything, because sometimes the copies are like a little messy. I use motion to like center the anchors so that I can rotate them. I can rotate them properly and it doesn't look funny. So you can see using the anchor. So I'm rotating using the center as a focal point. Really awesome. So what am I doing next? I add the trim path. So trim path in After Effects literally just it's just like a cool way of letting lines grow in After Effects. It's basic. Like anyone can do it. I think it was like the second or third time I learned when I was diving into After Effects. But it's cool. It's a cool trick. It doesn't mean you're a badass or anything. Haha. So I applied a trim path to every single path. Everyone? Did I capture everything? Yeah. So you can see that the lines just grow into place, and man, it does look awesome. It really does look awesome. So yeah, that got away. We have to fix it. So what I'm doing now is I'm staggering the animation. By staggering, I mean that I am making the animation, each part of the animation coming at different times instead of at the same time. So you notice that they're all coming in at the same time. So I noticed this glitch, and honestly I really couldn't find like a direct fix for it. Well, I'll show you some of them done. So I think there are some other parts of the animation that still needs to be done. So that's that. Yeah, that glitch. I don't think you can fix it by changing the angle. It just flickers. So there's a way I fixed it. It's more of like a cheat. I don't think it's like a legitimate, it's a legitimate proper method. So this doesn't fix it. So what I do is I change the offset of the trim path. So you notice that it only happens for the first one. Now the second one, the yellow one, is pretty much fixed. So I think this works. I will apply the same effects here. Just work with the trim path, set it to just 2, and then set the offset to 2, and yeah, it works. What do you know? It works. So that's it. Wow, we did it. So I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about overlay and like the general idea behind overlay. So what is overlay? Overlay is a design award program So why are we having a design awards program in Nigeria? Well, primarily because we don't have one. I mean, there's like other awards program that like recognize like entrepreneurs and then recognizes developers and recognizes like other people, but there is really no design program. There's really no awards program that actually recognizes designers and creative people and people who put in the hard hours to make sure that no product, like really amazing products, are in your hands and you're able to use them. So there is no awards program. There's no way in Nigeria that these people are recognized, and Overlay right now is striving to do just about that. So here at Overlay, we want to recognize creative minds, the best of the best. We want to recognize the people who put in the harder hours to create really amazing stuff. We not only just want to recognize them, but we also want to inspire just about everyone else to come out and do stuff that is like beyond the box, beyond just push the envelope and like do really, really great, amazing stuff. We don't want a situation where people are going outside of our borders just to get awesome creative work. I mean, it doesn't make sense if you go out there and start funding another country's economy. We are just as, if not even twice as creative as the people you're going to hire outside of Nigeria. Why don't you give us a try? And so that's it. That's pretty much it. We want to give talented creative people the right exposure. We want to help our creative community. We want to unify them under one big banner, and we hope that moving on forward that this would help strengthen our community, our industry as a whole. Would actually have better working conditions as creatives, and I mean, make the creative option career, make the creative career look as a viable option. Like people would literally want to become creative designers just because of the kind of work that we do, and we want that. I mean, everyone wants to be an engineer or a doctor, but no one gives any mind to, like, you know, a designer, that kind of thing. I wanted to become an engineer. Thank God for that. So thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with me this past few minutes. Take a bit of time to visit the Playbook Printable store. Thanks to Printable for giving us the opportunity to ship stuff to clients. Just help us get some of our merchandise. And oh yeah, and one more thing. Let's see. Thanks to Temitope Modu for the original illustration. He gave me the original illustration, and I kind of mentioned it in passing that he'd like to actually learn some bits of After Effects, and he's pretty much the reason why I actually did this tutorial. So thanks. Also, shout out to everyone who has helped with bringing Overlay to life. Initially it was like a really small idea, but the way we are going right now, it's gonna be big, guys. It's gonna be big, and I have these guys to thank for it. I can't like mention names right now, but I'm really grateful for the amount of effort and commitment that these guys have put in. I thank you, and I appreciate you guys, and I celebrate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to subscribe and share with all your friends, share with everyone. I will be seeing you guys next week. Hopefully have like a better tutorial. Also added there's like a type form below, so if you got like tutorial ideas, please, if you want me to cover any topic, please fill it up and let me know what you think. I will take a look at your ideas and I'll see if there are things I can cover. Most likely I could cover them, but hey, we'll see what I can do about it then. So thank you very much for watching. Stay blessed. Bye.